the next video. In today's video, so we will be looking at part 2 of Kubernetes. So just to be clear, I'm still learning it. I don't have much idea about it, but whatever I have learned, I'm just trying to document it so that in future it would be helpful for me, if not for anyone else. So one thing, in last video what we did was we created this node port as well as this pod file. But the disadvantage of this pod file is that apart from the image name, you can't change anything. So if you suppose you want to change the port, you can't do that. This won't work. So to resolve this issue, what we have to do is we have to create a deployment.yaml file. First things first, the deployment file contains a pod file itself. So here is the entire syntax for writing a deployment file. So here you can see I am creating a deployment file. Here you can specify how many replicas you want for this particular pod file. So this is our pod file syntax itself. And to make a connection with our node port, we have to write the same component web which we have written it inside the node port over here, the same selector kind of stuff. Now one more thing you might have noticed, I have changed the image name because there was some problem with my image which I had pushed on Docker Hub, and I am following this course from a guy called Steven Grider. So I have taken his Docker Hub image, and make sure you updated that as well. Once you do that, you have to destroy this client port which we created last time. So make sure Docker desktop is running, Kubernetes is running inside your Docker desktop, and you can just write something like this: kubectl delete -f followed by the pod name. So mine was clientpod.yaml, that's why I have removed it completely. Now next what you will have to do inside your terminal is you will have to fire this command. So this will like apply deployment file to our Kubernetes cluster. And next what you can do, you can just do kubectl get deployments, but you can also do kubectl get pods. So here you should see like something like this. So I will just show you. So something like this you should be able to see, client pod deployment and something blah blah blah, something like this. And now how to check whether this is running properly or not? So you can go to your localhost :31515. So if you see inside nodeport.yaml, we have specified this as the node port. So this should be localhost :31515, and you should be able to see this React app running. Now this is the React app from Steven Grider because he has pushed it to our he has pushed it to his Docker Hub. Because the image was public, we were able to use it as well. Now if you remember, I have pushed a Next.js app as well, but the problem is this Next.js app, I didn't had any static content on it, so you might not able to see it properly. You will just see a black background because our Next.js app, if you remember, was calling a Node.js API, and we have not set up the Node.js API. So the reason why I shifted to use the Steven Grider's Docker image, because there was some problem with my Node.js Docker Hub. I am not really sure, like I was getting an error saying crash off, something like that. But we can use our client image which we had created inside the Docker series. So if I go over here, so this is my Docker image, right, for the Next.js application. So I will just replace it with Steven Grider's image. Okay, now I will just apply it again. So if you see, you have to apply this again, kubectl apply -f client deployment.yaml. I will apply it again. Okay, and I will just do kubectl get pods. So here now you can see there are two pods, one is running and one is creating. I think the first one will get deleted automatically, and the one which is creating will be in the running state. If I try to do it again, here you can see now we only have one pod. So if I try to do localhost, try to go to that same port again. So here I'm not sure if you can see it, but at the top here you can see there is this create next app. So this is our Next.js application, and this is this black background again. What if I change it back to Steven Grider's image? Okay, I will again apply that sorry, not this. I will apply this kubectl client deployment YAML file. Again I will do get pods. Okay, so here you can see it is terminating my Brave Evidence Next app, but it is creating Steven Grider's multi-client image, so which is a React.js application in itself. So if I do it again, okay, it is still terminating. Sometimes it does take a little bit of time, but what if I try to refresh it? So here make sure you concentrate on this. It is create next app. Okay, I will try to refresh it again. Here you can see it is React app. So this is, at least this part is working. which I'm quite happy about. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.